Missing Titanic submarine has 40 hours of oxygen left. A submersible carrying 5 people, including British billionaire Hamish Harding, British businessman Shazada Dodd, and his son, French explorer Paul-Henri Nassau, and Stockton Rush, the chief executive of OceanGate, has gone missing in the North Atlantic near the Titanic wreck. The U.S. Coast Guard reported that the vessel may only have 40 hours of breathable air remaining. A search operation is underway in an area as large as the U.S. state of Connecticut, approximately 640 kilometers off the coast of Newfoundland, Canada. An underwater search vessel has been deployed, but contact with the submersible was lost about an hour and 45 minutes into the dive. The submersible is an experimental vessel, and the last known photos were taken just before its descent. The search continues for the missing 21-foot submersible, with 5 people on board in the North Atlantic. Safety concerns regarding the submersible are emerging, but the immediate focus remains on locating the vessel. The search area is vast, comparable to the size of Connecticut. The search efforts are expanding to include underwater exploration capabilities. The submersible was deployed from Newfoundland and coordinated its dive with the support of a mothership named the Polar Prince. Descending beyond 1,000 meters means complete darkness. Reaching the ocean floor, such as the location of the Titanic wreck, is challenging due to the lack of visibility and the malfunctioning of compasses. OceanGate Expeditions, assisted by government agencies and deep-sea companies, is hoping for a safe return of the crew. Captain Jamie Frederick from the 1st Coast Guard District provides updates on the ongoing search efforts and outlines plans for the next 24 hours. U.S. Coast Guard and search partners extend thoughts and prayers to the crew of the Titan. Unified Command, including Coast Guard, Navy, Canadian Armed Forces, and OceanGate Expeditions, formed the comprehensive search efforts. Dedicated teams working tirelessly with specialized expertise and advanced equipment to locate the vessel and crew. Finding the vessel is the primary challenge, considering its potential location to extreme ocean depths or on the surface. Once located, recovery plans and the safe retrieval of the crew will be formulated. The search teams are fully committed to utilizing all available resources and expertise for an urgent and comprehensive resolution. The second phase involves a highly challenging rescue at extreme depths, 2.5 miles below the surface. Very few vessels can reach such depths, exceeding the diving range of conventional submarines. The Unified Command, led by the U.S. Navy, coordinates communication among the Coast Guard, Navy, and Canadian officials. Currently based in Boston, they are approximately 900 miles away from the presumed location of the Titanic shipwreck, where the Titan submersible is believed to be. The U.S. Coast Guard lacks the necessary expertise and equipment for this complex mission, leading to an international collaboration. France, Canada, and the U.S. are providing support, along with commercial agencies and vessels. The operation is described as a full-scale, collective effort to overcome the challenges posed by the operation's difficult and remote location. The situation outlined indicates that time is a crucial factor in the ongoing search and rescue operation. While the necessary logistics are being arranged, it is important to note that there are only 40 hours of breathable air remaining on the submersible. The clock is ticking, and every passing moment becomes increasingly precious. Time is critical as there are only 40 hours of breathable air remaining on the submersible. It was not designed for prolonged submersion and has approximately 96 hours of oxygen on board. Time is critical as there are only 40 hours of breathable air remaining on the submersible. It was not designed for prolonged submersion and has approximately 96 hours of oxygen on board. The urgency to reach the vessel is intensified as more than 2 days have already passed. Furthermore, the submersible can only be opened from the outside using 17 bolts, even if it had surfaced for rescue. The priority is locating the submersible to initiate rescue operation. Time is crucial, and meticulous planning is necessary to ensure the safety of the 5 individuals on board. Preparations for deep-sea emergencies were lacking due to the absence of previous incidents and established protocols within the small, deep ocean community. The initial response focuses on utilizing nearby vessels, vehicles, and suitable tools for the rescue operation. However, the specific techniques and procedures depend on critical information, such as the submersible's last known location and environmental conditions, making it challenging to determine a precise sequence of actions. While deploying a fleet of vessels may seem advantageous, it may not always be the most effective approach. There is room for improvement in coordination and optimizing resources for future emergencies. The situation is deeply saddening for the deep ocean community, as individuals who were involved in past expeditions, including P.H. Nargoley, are on board the ill-fated submersible. Our thoughts and condolences go out to the affected families. The deep diving community is a close-knit group, particularly in that region, and the current situation is undoubtedly a deeply worrying time for all involved. Describing the descent to the depths of the ocean where the Titanic lies can be challenging for those unfamiliar with such environments. We often emphasize that we know more about space than we know about the bottom of our own ocean, given the depth and complexity involved in reaching those depths. Ocean exploration has only touched 10% of the world's ocean, uncovering remarkable wonders like underwater mountain ranges, valleys, rivers, waterfalls, and lakes. Descending into the depths feels like venturing into an alien world. The journey passes through different shades of blue, culminating in pitch-black darkness. Communication is difficult due to the limited reach of radio waves and GPS signals in these deep areas. Regarding the reported emergency ping from the vessel, it's important to approach such information with caution. Communication at extreme depths relies on sound, but the bandwidth is limited, allowing only basic messages such as "okay" or "in trouble" to be conveyed. Pings can be significant, as demonstrated during the search for the Malaysian air incident, but they also require careful verification. It remains uncertain if a ping was intended transmission from the submersible or where it may have originated. The difficulties of communication, the remote isolation, and the uncertainties surrounding emergency signals all contribute to the immense challenges faced by the rescue efforts in such deep-sea environments.